23, 22, 24 years, I think. 24 years, yeah.
Five minutes away from a quaint village among the Brick Hill area of natural beauty in northern Buckinghamshire sits a series of abstracted ideas, delicately covering the rural landscape.
God, it was weird. Yeah. It was really weird because I can remember, I think we came to look at the house, didn't we? And then we said, oh, let's go into Milton Keynes, and there were just all these straight roads and
everything looked the same.
Everything looked the same. And it looked like we were abroad. It didn't look like England. Yeah, it just looked very, very strange. But then it wasn't as built up as it is now.
Milton Keynes was designated as a new town in 1967, a drive for further overspill sites from London and a boost for housing in the southeast. The town, a city in size, is exponentially expanding further.
No, there was a peacock over the road. It was the peacock, yeah, he used to wake us up.
So once you know the kind of format and the layout, you know you're either going east, west, north, south.
Yeah.
You can find your way around.
The town is a dream of modernist utopia, or, as it's described in the 1967 plan, an increasingly prosperous and leisurely future.
We've been to Florida a few times and that's what it reminds me of. It's very noticeable it's expanding. And, our village is literally being engulfed by it for, I'd say, 10 years.
Yeah.
Constructed for the car, the city centre is bound to a rigid grid system, separated tree-lined boulevards with walkways interwoven beneath the roads. Did you have sort of any preconceptions of moving to Milton Keynes, of what it'll be like?
No,
not at all.
You did a scout of the area, didn't you?
So if you look above the shop line and see the different character buildings, you don't get that here.
And I think they should have kept the buildings at a low level. I think because you can see trees, etc., but now we're beginning to see, like the Snow Dome, the hotel, you are now beginning to see more buildings on the landscape.
Furthermore, the 1967 master plan for the new city defined the town as a city in the trees, that there should be no building higher than the tallest tree. It was intended to become an urban forest.
When you drive into the city, there are a lot of buildings you can't see from a distance. You have to get quite close. I mean, it's like the football stadium. I mean, it seems to be in a bowl. You can't see it till you get to it.
Yes, I mean, and that has changed from beforehand because there used to be apparently a covered walkway and things.
Yeah,
I mean, the pool is better now because it's more modern and it's cleaner, but it's just, they just knock all the old stuff down. It wasn't even old though, and then just build.
I mean, I do think, again, which is the same everywhere, modern buildings do seem to become dated quite quickly.
It was a city to be defined by 6 broad goals: opportunity and freedom of choice, easy movement and access and good communications, balance and variety, an attractive city, public awareness and participation, and efficient and imaginative use of resources.
I mean, if you look at Milton Keynes Village, if you go through there, the houses there are beautiful, old, because it was just a little village.
You need choice, you need variety.
Built as an irregular square tile, Great Britain's first new city embraced the small towns of Bletchley, Stony Stratford and Wolverton, in addition to a dozen or so small villages. As written in the plan, preservation of the area's history was of the utmost importance.
My first ever visit to Bletchley, literally after moving in here, I thought,
What have we done?
What have we done? Why have I moved here? I mean, you do have to have a car.
Yeah.
That would probably be the only downside. You do have to drive everywhere to games.
Do you appreciate how close to nature you are?
Yes.
Both in being in a village outside Milton Keynes, but also in Milton Keynes itself.
Because we have the best of both worlds.
You've got all the
Campbell
parks.
Park, and you've got Willen, and you've got.
We've got Wogan, we've got Forest.
It could be argued that Milton Keynes is perhaps the best implementation of the Garden City principle, a town where no one is more than half a mile from a park. The plan provides a town-country marriage, urban with rural, circle and square, a town with nearly 3 times more trees than London.
There's a lot of green in Milton Keynes.
Not for much longer there isn't. They're just building on all the green.
Because all those roads, the top to a catchment, there's a lot of green. It's forward thinking, modern.
And do you think it still was forward-thinking today?
I might not agree with it, but yes, but I might not agree with their forward thinking, but they are constantly looking.
An insight into the residents of Milton Keynes, a city that is wholly modern, yet has the first peace brigade in the Western world and a central axis in line with the solstice. There is much more to this city defined by H's and B's than meets the eye